A plus B equals to C. Let's make the term A as the subject of this formula. As the subject of this formula. How can you make the term A as the subject of this formula? You could see the formula. Here is a formula. Gradually, let's learn that. What's the formula? Wait. A plus B equals C. Let's make the term A as the formula. A equals to C minus B. Plus B becomes minus B. So now we have written the term A as the subject of this formula. Let's write A minus B equals to C. Let's write the term A as the subject of this formula. We can write the term A as the subject of this formula, writing that A equals to C plus B. Minus B becomes plus B. You could see in the first sum, in the first formula, plus B becomes minus B. Here, minus B becomes plus B. Okay? This one, this formula. X minus Y equals to C. Let's write the term X as the subject of this formula. I have written the term which is given to write as the subject of the formula in the bracket. X equals to C minus Y becomes plus Y. You could see in this formula A minus B equals C. So A equals to C minus B becomes plus B. Here, how can you write A plus B equals C? A as the subject of this formula. A equals to C minus B. Plus B becomes minus B. Here, minus B becomes plus B. Minus Y becomes plus Y. Okay? The fourth sum. What is the fourth sum? Then you should know, you should understand that when it is written a given formula, given term as the subject of the given formula, if it is having a positive value, that positive term, that term becomes negative. You think of this one, x minus y equals to x minus 1 equals to y. How can you write the term x as the subject of this formula? X equals to y, negative 1 becomes positive y. 1, minus 1 becomes plus 1. So x equals to y plus 1. Fifth one. AB minus C equals to, A minus C equals to 12. Let's write the term A as the subject of this formula. A equals to 12 minus C becomes plus C. A equals to 12 plus C. Now you know that, you think of this one, x minus x plus 100 equals to t. Let's write the term x as the subject of this formula. X equals to t, plus 100 becomes minus 100. Okay, so again you think of this formula. X minus 1 equals to y. So the term x can be written as the subject of this formula, that x equals to y plus 1. Minus 1 becomes plus 1. Here, minus c becomes plus c. Plus 100 becomes minus 100. Let's do this one. So if it is having a positive value, when it goes to the right side, it becomes negative. If it is a negative one, when it goes to the right side, it becomes positive. The other formula, AB equals to C. AB equals to C. Make the term A as the subject of this formula. What is AB? AB means A into B. Multiplication. It's having multiplication here. Let's make the term A as the subject of this formula. This means AB means A times B. Okay, you know that if 2x equals 10, how can you find the value of x? So both sides are divided by 2. Both sides are divided by 2. So 10 upon 2, 5. Here you could see you have to write the term a as the subject of this formula. So both sides are divided by b. When it is multiplied, here also multiplication, when it is multiplied, it is divided. It is divided. Don't forget, the both sides are divided by b. So b and b can be cancelled out. So a equals to COB. Here it is, this is the answer. Here it is not written that if AB equals to C, how can you write the term A as the subject of this formula? AB equals to C minus A. This is wrong. This is wrong. This is wrong. You can't write the term A as the subject of this formula that A equals to C minus A. This is wrong. This is wrong. You can't write it. What is the reason for that? You can write the term A as the subject of this formula. When it is multiplied, you could see AB means A into B. A is multiplied by B. So when it is multiplied, it must be divided. It must be divided. So AB equals to C. So A equals to C of B. AB equals C. If AB equals C, you cannot write that A equals to C minus C. Okay, a lot of students can't realize this segment. Okay, these are the principles of formula. These are the principles of formula. The other sum is PQ equals to T. Let's write the term P as the subject of this formula. So here multiplication P times Q equals T, PQ equals T. We have to write the term P as the subject of this formula. So it is multiplied, therefore the both sides are divided by Q. Q and B simplified, P equals to T over Q. Okay. Let's learn this one. U plus 80 equals to V. Let's write the term U as the subject of this formula. The term U. How can you write the term U as the subject of this formula? U equals to V. These two terms are considered as a term. Here you could see A and T, that there are two terms. It's okay, but it's considered 80 as a term. Therefore, U equals to V minus 80. These two terms are written here. So here positive becomes negative. So U equals to V minus 80. U equals to V minus 80. You think of this sum. U plus 80 equals to V. You should write the term A as the subject of this formula. Between A and T, it's having multiplication. It hasn't written here. But you should know that it's having multiplication between the terms A and T. Bear in mind it. We have to write the term A as the subject of this formula. So you have to put the terms 80 in the left side here. 80 equals to here plus U. You have been told that if it is having a positive value, when it goes to the right side of the equation of the formula, it becomes negative. So plus U becomes minus U. Now how can you do this? How can you write the term A as the subject of this formula? Here multiplication, when it is multiplied, it must be divided. It must be divided. So divided by the term, we how to write the term A, so it should be kept here. The term A must be kept here in this side. We have to remove the term T, so both sides are divided by T. T and T simplified, A equals to V minus U over T. Okay,